Well, if you were just with me on this live video and it stopped, it's amazing how that happens when you start talking about the Lord or some important information on a lot of social media sites. But some of you've mentioned to me or sent in the comments how you feel like your connection to us, you don't get the alarms when I'm going live anymore and all this. You feel like you've been harassed by Facebook somehow. I don't know how that works. We'll look into it, but I think social media that is acting in a prejudiced way, biased way, politically, religiously, whatever, they're about to face the music, it looks like. So those things work out. But anyway, I wanted to just share some quotes with you today. This first one I had started to talk about a few minutes ago was from Matt, and I know a lot of Matts, so I'm not sure which one I got this from. I'm sorry, I didn't write his last name down. But anyway, it says the Word of God is not less true because it becomes less popular. And I think we've got to understand it. A lot of things, the Lord actually said we would be hated by everyone for his name's sake, but in all nations. And the Lord has never been that popular. I mean, there are huge numbers of Christians right now and all, but very many Christians, I don't think they're true disciples because they believe things that are the opposite of what Jesus taught. And if you teach what Jesus taught, what the Bible teaches, you're going to lose a lot of friends. But I tell you, we could lose every friend in the world and have everybody in the world against us. It wouldn't be as bad as God losing him as a friend. He says if we deny him before men, he will deny us. That little interruption, that was Robin McMillan trying to get a hold of me. And he's coming over in a few minutes. So anyway, if he gets here soon enough, maybe he can join us. Here's another one from Joyce Meyer. You might as well be yourself because everybody else is already taken. Now, I heard her say that, but I think I've heard that before too. So she may have gotten that from somebody. I don't know. Maybe she was the originator and the other person I heard saying it got it from her. But I think that's true. God made every snowflake different. And so, we've got to be free to be different if we're going to be who we were created to be. Here's a couple more. Public school is like atheist Sunday school. And that is from one of the most brilliant women I know. Has a PhD from, I think, Harvard and MIT, teaches at both schools, teaches universities around the world, Suzanne Detreville. And, but here's another one from Susie Wills-Urari. Whenever God spoke in the Old Testament, the people ran, and they did. So if people start leaving when you speak, maybe it's a good thing. And so I think we need to consider that. And here's one from Lee McBride. The church today is a lot like football. 22 people in desperate need of rest, and everyone else stands watching who are desperate in need of exercise. Well, yeah, I can agree with that. But anyway, this is a great day. Spring is upon us. I think this is going to be an awesome year. Challenges, things in the world seem to be moving towards resolution in some areas. I mean, there are serious challenges ahead, but it seems like things are moving towards something of a resolution. I'm pretty excited about everything, but I've been having the time of my life in God recently, and really over the just about last year. But Really, if I go back, it's been since 2014. Seems to get better every year, but I think this has definitely been the best year of my life. Had so many great experiences. I spent about 2 days in these prophetic experiences last week, and in these experiences, I was in the valley of the shadow of death. And it was one of the best places. It was difficult, it was challenging, it was scary. But you know what made it such a great place? I was really shown how that is the place that we actually live in all the time. It's called planet Earth, really is the valley of the shadow of death. If we really saw all that was going on around us, it would scare us to death about every day. But it's in that valley that we get to know Jesus as our shepherd. We get to know the Lord as our shepherd. That makes it worth everything, and our shepherd is well able to take care of us. The enemy may try to kill us 50 times a day. He doesn't have a chance. Our carelessness may lead us to the precipice many times a day, and we not even be aware of it. We have a great shepherd who's watching over us. So determine today, you're going to get to know your shepherd better today and follow him. He will lead you to the quiet waters, the green pastures, and everything else that we need, and absolutely protect us from any kind of threat when it's not our time. Thank you for joining me for today's rant.